Good morning, meteorologist Bob Acanfrio with today's tropical update for Thursday, July 14th, 2011. Well, first off this morning, we're going to take a look at the wider view here of the tropics, just show you a couple features that I'm watching. We still have this monsoonal trough down in here. It's kind of lifted a little farther north the last few days. If you blinked yesterday, you kind of missed it. We actually had a system try to spin up here in the Bay of Campeche along this monsoonal trough. Just didn't have enough time to develop. Give another 24 hours out here, it would have developed probably into our name system. Next name is Brett. But it didn't have enough time, moved into the Mexican coast and did not develop. But what do we have today? Well, if you see here, a little suspect area here off the Colombian coast here. Looks like maybe a little area of low pressure trying to develop down here. So again, not going to have a ton of time to develop. But I'd watch this area the next 24 to 48 hours, see if something tries to spin up down here. This will move into Central America, not going to move up north. Interesting to know, we have a little weak, little upper low right here. And this could bring favorable conditions on the east side of this upper low, a little bit of a ridge trying to build over this system here as well. So definitely the area to watch today will be down in here. Another area to watch through the weekend, possible development, is this backdoor cold front here. You can see it pretty well depicted right along here, dropping to the south. Most of the operational models not really showing much development. The Euro model has a weak low off the coast here. I'll show you the two models that do development. We have the NAM model developing an area of low pressure out here, and the DGEX model as well. Again, none of the operational models are really too excited at this moment, but anytime you get an area of frontal system draped down in this area this time of year, you have to watch for something to spin up right in this area here. So I'm going to continue to watch this area through the weekend. Again, I don't expect a big hurricane to come out of here. You know, if anything does spin up, maybe a weak tropical depression, maybe a tropical storm. I mean, you never know, but nothing big. What this will do, this front, is going to bring a lot of rainfall across the south this weekend. Starting tomorrow. Well, again, today we're going to be lighting it up a little bit. But again, tomorrow and through the weekend. So any kind of plans through here, through the weekend, looks like a pretty big washout here across the south. You know, from Louisiana westward here, across north and central Florida, and then across the southeast here. So a lot of rainfall, and I'll show you some of those possible totals. And again, another tropical wave out here, not really doing much at all. Looking at the shear map, again, here's that upper low I was talking about here near the Cayman Islands. And again, what this will do as this moves west, it might help to really ridge this area to its east here. So that little area of low pressure that I see developing may have a chance to kind of spin up down in here. So we'll be watching that. If you notice the totals here across the shear totals, you see them starting to drop here across the tropical Atlantic, and you know, we're getting into middle of July, so things will start to tame down here as far as shear goes, and then by the end of July, beginning of August, we'll start looking a little farther east here, and that's when the tropics will really start going. Again, off the coast here, off the southeast coast, you see shear pretty low here right now. So again, we'll have to watch, see if anything tries to spin up here off the southeast coast this weekend. As far as vorticity goes, this is what I was talking about, this area here right off the Colombian coast. Could we see something develop down in here the next couple days? Or will, the GFS actually has something developing in the eastern Pacific instead. So it's really, where will it develop? We'll have to watch this area down here. Again, no threat to the United States at all. Okay, models. Here's the NAM model, again, showing, here's our high pressure here, our front draped down like this, and this is for Sunday morning. You can see trying to close off an area of low pressure here near the Bahamas. Now, a scenario could happen again, we'll have to see. And then the DGEX model, again, this is, they have it coming out of the Bahamas here. If we make this go back here, Monday through Tuesday here, you can see a little area of low pressure trying to move up the Florida coast here. So again, another scenario possibility, but again, just watch that area out there. Looking at the GFS for the next 7 days, we'll put this into motion here, and you can see what I was talking about. The GFS tries to spin up a system, you know, more likely in the on the Pacific side instead of the Atlantic side. But again, we have to watch this entire area. Then if you watch towards the end of next week, 7 days from now, you could see actually another backdoor cold front as we watch this high pressure system right here come right back down into New England, and this will drop another front back down across the south. So again, we're going to do part 2 by the end of next week, it looks like. And again, want to always watch when those fronts lie down across the south like that. And again, looking at the precipitation this weekend, this is the forecasted precipitation, what we call the QPF, through Sunday. And again, just showing you possible 2, 3, 4 inch amounts here across the south with this frontal system lying down. So again, looks like a rain out here if anybody has plans across here for the weekend. Poor Texas, still dry. Looks like we might get some trying to get near the Houston area, eastern Texas. This ridge that was across Texas tries to move north. This should allow some more moisture to flow into Texas next week. Again, not looking at a drought buster, but hey, 20, 30, 40% chances are better than you have had. So look for some, hopefully some increased rainfall across Texas here next week. Well, that'll be it for my tropical update today. I will have another update in the next couple days for you guys. And have a good Thursday. Take care.